as compared to glass, any blow-fill seal supply chain is much more compact. We do not have all of the plungers and diaphragms and other pre-manufactured components that you have to assemble and purchase and bring into your fill finish facility as you do with glass. So in a BFS, we basically have one raw material component, which is resin, plastic polymer, and that can be sourced from a number of different refineries. That's the only part, unless you're doing some insertion, which we are not. For our device, it's just polymer, and that is a big advantage over the glass and the plungers and the tubes that all have to be bought separately. And those supply chains for glass involve mining and sand and a number of different processes, whereas the resin is from a refinery. It's through a chemical process, and it comes in, and we use the resin only to make a form, fill, and seal our container. It's a much more simplified supply chain in that regards. So the platform itself, with the needles and connectors, we would require at least 2 facilities. There's a facility dedicated to the injection molding of the connectors that we use, as well as the manufacture of the cannula or the needles. And those 2 items typically are coming from a single supplier to ApiJect, and they're using one facility. ApiJect is then using another contract facility to manufacture the sterile blow-fill seal containers. And that facility is then, of course, using a resin supplier. So if you looked at all of those different linkages to produce our injector, there's probably 4. I would say there's 2 for the connectors and needles because they're sourcing raw materials. And then there's 2 from a blow-fill seal manufacturing perspective, being the contract manufacturer and then the resin supplier. About approximately 4 different facilities to create all the components necessary for our injector platform at this point.